First off, rest in peace, neighborhood nip. I ain't crip, but I'm on that neighborhood shoot. Building business, it's that black owned. If you hustle, better hustle till your pack gone. If you work, better work till your back hurt. And if you rap, make it better than your last verse. Yeah, more lyrics.
AJ, El Presidente, Eddie Kane University. Hill gon' heal, regardless. You, Buchanan, Bethel High School, by way of 3-Man Weave, LLC.
Michelle, producer, Faith over here.
You can catch this wave from the Marlins to the Mariners. Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave.
What's good, everybody out there? Welcome back. It's a brand new week. You got your favorite guys from your favorite pods. Favorite pod, the 3-Man Weave podcast. And it's a brand new episode. The NBA is back. Episode 219. It's your boy Buchanan. I got my two bros with me. Who I got?
You already know who it is, your boy Hill. And Hill gonna heal regardless, baby. Let's get it.
And you already know what it is. It's Mr. 3-5. AJ, make them pay. We back, baby.
Absolutely, man.
Easy money sniper then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you had. That's why we was out last week. You know, you was celebrating your birthday. Happy belated birthday to you again. So, you know.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you, fellas.
It's a blessing, man.
Yeah, man. How you feeling?
Ain't it a blessing? Made it out of Lansing after all that happened. Hey, man, it feels good, man. I can't complain. Hey, life is great. Life is great. You know, we just having fun, doing everything we love. And
yeah, can't ask for more than that.
Hey, that's all I can do. Where can they find us, Hill?
You catch us on all major podcast platforms, 3-Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3-Man Weave _ You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. Let's get it, man.
Hey, so damn, hey, that's dope. Did you see that? Oh,
because I didn't see it.
All right, I'll explain later. But
because I ain't seen nothing.
But what I was saying was the NBA is back, and as soon as the NBA back, we got a nice little rumor dropping that we might get a new little show that we've already kind of discussed, but with a new twist. LeBron James. LeBron Ramon is in discussions to produce a Netflix series centered on the lives of NBA players inspired by quarterback. And that's coming Front Office Sports. So first off, what do we think about that? Is this something that we all want to see?
I definitely would like to see it for sure.
Do you think this is something with it being a longer season than football that it would be something that would be able to kind of draw interest, you know, for that long of a time? Do you think the NBA players, you know, with their travel schedules, because it's a little bit different, you know, with quarterback, you had, you know, one game a week, and then you have all that practice, all that time that you can get, you know, behind the scene footage. Do you think that this can still work?
Absolutely, I think it could work. It's just the style of the show would be different. So football, it's the games are week to week. There's a lot packed into that week and a lot that goes into one game. Basketball, not necessarily so much. So the episode style could just be different. You know, they could fit multiple games over a couple weeks into an episode, you know, and show progression all throughout one episode. So I really think it could work, and you could see you know, more personable side of the player, what they're doing off the court, which I think, you know, in today's social media age is what a lot of people are interested in.
I think what will we do, because like say the beauty of what quarterback was, it took us like kind of behind the scenes. Like the game aspect really wasn't important. Like say basically we knew the results of the game anyway by the time we seen the production, but the behind the scenes, like say, can we actually see a film session of a basketball player doing the film session? Can we see how practices actually run? Can we see how they conduct themselves on a road trip? Like say we hear about the road trips, but like do we actually get to see it? the way we can break down the NBA season since it is so long, like you say, how they interact. Like say they had to play in this year, so like you say, how they handling the play in. We got the All-Star break that they can use, and just like you say, the regular season in itself, like it's going to have a built-in storyline. Something's going to happen with whoever the players that they're going to choose that you can just use that and just focus on.
Fair.
So it's that the thing. I think the beauty of this one is they have a template to use from quarterback, but they can enhance it and go to it. They can take it a step further since they have a longer season.
Okay. So
what's your thoughts on it, brother? Ask me the question.
Hey, I do believe that it can be something that would be very exciting, and it does give us a different perspective because we've been used to kind of getting some behind the scenes content from the NFL for a while with Hard Knocks and stuff like that, and then we just got quarterback, and then you did the in season Hard Knocks, and then you had other different team specific things where they do their own thing through their own media company as well, where you can kind of get that, and then just NFL films, they give you Mike Pepper. They give you Mike Pepper. They give you a lot of that behind the scenes. And I think that was something that the NFL does really well because
Steve Sable, man.
Yeah.
Legend.
100%. And that's one of the things that they always talk about because the NFL players aren't as necessarily popular. It's more of a team game because they faces covered and all that. But I do think that this now gives you a little bit different perspective from the NBA players. And so I think it can work, but I think you want to get the right people the first go round, kind of like what they did with quarterback. I think that they got a really good, they did a really great pick of the 3 quarterbacks that they used on the first go round, and the best thing possibly could have happened. One of them won a championship.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So you can't really go much, higher than that for your top tier guy that you picked. And kind of like it seemed like they picked different tiers of players in quarterback. So speaking of, who would you guys pick to kind of be in your tier group if they kind of do it similar to quarterback?
I mean, if it was for top tier right now because of the situation, I would go Dane. Because I would like to see, first of all, he definitely has an opportunity, I think, more than he ever has to be a contender. So I think this is the perfect year. Plus, he is elite, so I feel like he could fill that role. It's a new city, everything is new for him. I feel like that would be exciting because he's learning on the fly too. So we get to actually see him under pressure, not under direct pressure like in the game, but just like under pressure, trying to make things happen in the new city, new team. So I think that would be interesting. What y'all think for y'all?
I like your selection because, like I said, I know he spoke on, not we, but I know he spoke on how he spends his free time. You know what I'm saying? He like people like, yo, you rap, like you rap on the off season or you rap yeah, because we have a lot of free time. So for him to say that and for him to necessarily never get in trouble, I would actually want to see his free time. Like what does he do in his free time? For me, my top elite person would I ain't gonna say it, but I'll text y'all later. But I'm gonna go what I want to go. I'm gonna go what I want to go with. It's Jason Tatum. I want to see Jason Tatum. He's an active father. We always see Deuce at the games. Everybody loves Deuce. So I want to actually see behind the scenes, like how does he really interact with what is his schedule with Deuce and being an actual NBA player. So that would be my pick. Yeah, I want to see that balance and actually commend him on his efforts and what he's doing.
All right, so for my top tier player, my list probably gonna be a little bit different than y'all's.
Go ahead, say
that. Because my list, all right, hey, I want some grade A behind the scenes pure entertainment. So what I want is the back outside boys. I ain't going Zion, but I am going James Harden. Hey, strip
Yeah.
clubs. You know he coming to practice hungover and all that. Hey, go ahead, put James Harden on that thing. Hey, let's see what you do off the court, brother, and let's see if you're willing to put that on camera. Especially since you want to trade so bad. Let's see if you're willing to put that on camera. So that's my elite tier guy.
So he still qualifies as elite.
That's what I was going to ask.
Or based off his name and reputation.
Based off his name and reputation.
Okay,
he's gonna be that elite tier. My mid tier guy, though.
I mean, he kind of. I mean, Harden played good. He played good last season.
So did Kirk Cousins. And what tier is he
in? 100%. But my mid tier guy, I wanted to go before you, Hill, because I'm going Anthony Edwards. I'm going Anthony Edwards, dog. I need to see Anthony Edwards with a camera on him 24/7. That's my dog. He funny as hell. He gives the best interviews. So when you got a camera, he don't know how to code switch. Nobody ever said, hey, when these cameras on you, you got no. He's the basketball Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, hey, he ain't never polished up like a quarterback. He always been Lamar. And so that's why I want to see Anthony Edwards. I think Anthony Edwards is on the cusp of taking that next step, especially if they decide to, make some moves and move on from maybe Cat or something like that and really just say, this is your team. I think Anthony Edwards would be a great mid-tier player.
I'm going LaMelo.
Okay.
I like that.
I feel like out of the young players, he got the best signature shoe. The young kids love him. He got the swag. You feel me? I just and he's a ball. So it's like I feel like he's built for the camera. Plus, probably what he do off the court. He flashy, so I feel like it would be good. Plus, he at the point in his career where he need to be trying to make something happen on the court now. So it's like, and I feel like this would be a good time to capture that.
All right, so my mid. So we went to, like I said, we had Dame. Who did I have? I had Jason Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
You had James Harden, and we went from LaMelo, and we went to Anthony. We didn't hit a major market yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take it to New York, and I'm gonna go with Jalen Brunson.
Mm.
Like I think on this one,
that's a good one. That's a good pick.
Like I think, of course, we avoided KD, we avoided Bron, we avoided that.
They old, bro.
I know. I'm just saying. But when as far as stars, we didn't really go to Luka. We didn't go to Giannis and Jokic. Like you said, we kept it cool, right? Okay, we're gonna need a big media market then at least to try to supplement some of these players that they didn't have. That's my logic on that one. So I'm going with Jalen Brunson on that one.
But I honestly, the way that he excelled last year under the big lights in New York, I feel like because nobody expected him to charm the city like that. So I feel like that's a good story.
Absolutely. Come on now.
I don't even think they was that excited when they got him, but now they like, oh, yo, New York is riding with him. So it's like he kind of won the city over. So to see that, to see how the city interact with him, I think that would be big.
Absolutely.
Because
man,
New York looked good last night, even though they lost.
Yeah, so
this is not gonna be night. We're not gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna let you go.
All right. So
I'll say it for me then.
You have one of the people that I wanted to put on here, which is Zion. I thought I really wanted to, but I feel like with what he was going through, he wasn't necessarily gonna sign up for it. So what I decided was to go with another basketball player with a porn star girlfriend. DeAndre Ayton, new city. You got free. You felt like you wanted to. Former number 1 overall pick, so you still have that name recognition. You're trying to prove yourself, after being on a championship team, but they kind of felt like, hey, this wasn't working necessarily. We wanted to try something different. You wanted to get out, so hey, here's your chance to get that to build your name up and really endear yourself to new fans and stuff like that. So DeAndre Ayton, this is your time.
Okay. I'm gonna go first before you can, because I do kind of got. I'm gonna go with the
criteria.
And he just yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm not going with the. I'm not. I know this is considered the bottom tier, but I'm not gonna go with a bum or something trying to
I
do
wasn't
stuff.
going.
So
Well,
that's what I'm saying. So I'm glad he went with DeAndre Ayton, even though he sneak dissed him. But
No, I didn't. I didn't
know,
take
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, bro. I'm going to go with Fred VanVleet. He's in Houston. He's in the new team. He's the leader for that young team. I want to see how he. It's a new coach. It's a new everything, and they brought him there specifically to be that leader to get them to the playoffs at least. I'm not saying over the hump. So I'm gonna go with him, and I got an honorable mention, but I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna wait till after.
All right.
I'm going to another big market, man. I'm going AR-15, man.
Talk to him.
You feel me? He young, he's scrappy. He want to break into the next level. A lot of people still don't respect him yet. A lot of people don't think he should have got the bag that he got. So he in a big market. He got a cult following. I feel like it would a big market and a cult following. See him on the big stage. I feel like that would be a good thing.
And you know what? I'm glad. I know he's gonna be biased, right? This is a good candidate for this.
No, that is. But I just Philly ain't my team. Sorry,
But like I said, it's a
that's
good
a good
candidate.
pick,
I'm
bro.
gonna say
That's a
my
good
first
pick.
person, and the reason why I didn't say it was going to be Joel Embiid, but I didn't want to say, oh, since Ross here, I'm saying Embiid. That's the only reason I didn't take him, because we know Embiid would be entertaining.
100%.
No facts.
But like I said, and for this category right here, with what they're going through, Maxey would be an excellent choice, to be quite honest.
Well, yeah, I definitely agree. Yeah,
my honorable mention was Mikal Bridges, though.
I like that. I like that.
He in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You know, there was a playoff team, and like you said, he went to star status once he got traded.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's looking like it's his team. It's a big market. You know, I think him and Fred VanVleet would be a good one for. You know, that was my choices.
My honorable mention, sticking to the theme, Jordan Poole, baby. Hey,
oh man,
look, hey, I'm telling you, don't you think Jordan Poole
seem interesting to me without the rest of the guys, though, man?
But that's another reason why. And then it's like everybody always make fun of Jordan Poole, saying, "Hey, if something bad walk into the gym, Jordan Poole out here trying to, he trying to pull it." And then you got Jordan Poole pulling up the Rose Bar too.
Oh man,
hey man, look, come on now. Hey, somebody call me, man. Let's put this into production.
Hey, if he declined, just call Kyle Kuzma. So we get that same Jordan Poole that we thought we were gonna get. We get Kyle Kuzma. So.
Just worse dressed. Just worse dressed. That's
matter of fact, we need a whole section on what went into your head when you picked this out. Like,
every day you walk into the locker room, why this?
That's gonna be that's when they lose Caddy. See, that's what he like when he put that on. That's when I had to cut it off, bro. I'm tired of watching it.
Nah, I know he do that. So it's like I feel like he took what Russ was doing and he ran with it, but he like the PJ Tucker of pieces. You know what I mean, he pull out pieces that you ain't never gonna see or get or be around. You know what I mean, that the sweater was crazy, bro.
Yeah. Hey, that was the most top tier backhanded compliment I've ever heard. Because Cannon was straight dissing, but he said it in the nicest way.
I mean, I respect it though. So it's like you know what I mean?
That's what he do.
He go for pieces. Like he could pull it. If you could pull it off, who am I? I ain't judging him.
Now I didn't give us a chance to do our awards, so I'm gonna give us some time to go through our awards. So next week we should be able to do our awards, our preseason predictions, and I ain't want to just throw it on y'all, because like we have like to think,
NBA crept up on you.
Absolutely. But we here for the NBA season. The NBA season is back. We had a good opening tip off.
1-0, baby.
Oh yeah, I don't know what was going on. We definitely going through some things today too. But the NBA is back. It's a lot of excitement going on. Like you said, free agency was is exciting. The trades that we got, it wasn't the trades that we thought was going to happen, but we got the trade. Let's get to it, man. What's our thoughts on the NBA season? Let's break it up. Let's go with the Eastern Conference. so we ain't all over the place. It has some cohesion with it. The Eastern Conference, what we thinking?
What games we saw from the Eastern Conference?
The Celtics.
Oh yeah, we saw the Celtics. That was a good game, man.
Absolutely.
That was a good game. I was like, I enjoyed the NBA coming back. And man, the Celtics, I picked the Celtics for my parlay, and boy, they tried to throw it away. It was almost looking like the Celtics of last year. They just didn't know how to end games. But I feel like they did a good job adding KP. I feel like he's gonna fit well with them. And I feel like I said it last year because I felt like it's a star. Remember, I said a star on a different level. And I mean, like Jaylen Brown and Tatum, they play on the same areas of the court. They operate on the same areas of the court. KP can operate on the wing, but he also can operate on the low post. And I feel like they needed a low post present or a stretch 4 guy, somebody like that. They needed, and he played big last night. If it wasn't for him, I felt like the Knicks would have clipped them, boy, because boy, they showed up. IQ off the bench. I feel like he had 28 points. Brunson was doing his thing. RJ was, playing within the team. Harkenstein.
That's my guy, man. For them, like you said, when you talk about Porzingis in particular, like you said, he definitely he brings floor spacing. Like you said, y'all stated numerous times. Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they played mostly in the same area. They the same, they do the same thing. They do similar things. Well, you add a Porzingis that can actually he brings the big out. So now the spacing is more. So now you have the opportunity, even if you can't dribble Jaylen Brown, you still got more time just to go. You got more space to go to the right. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It is what it is. But it was an exciting thing to see Porzingis go for 30. Tatum still had 34, was the leading scorer, still was the number one on the team. But I know we make a big, I know it's only one game out of 82.
Facts.
But what Porzingis did last night, I think put Jaylen Brown back in his rightful spot as another complementary excelling piece. Like, yes, he can be a number 2. Yes, he's nice. I'm not saying that the totem pole has to actually necessarily change. But if Porzingis is going, I know he's not going to give you 30 every night. But if he's going to be a consistent, bucket, Jaylen Brown can continue to do what he do in transition, slash, his ball handling, pause, ain't gonna really come into question as much with the spacing that they have now. And then like I said, they know they got Drew to settle everybody down. What's up, NBA? Quick takes.
Fact.
AJ?
Man,
we don't necessarily have to stay on the Celtics. I'm sorry.
Right, yeah, but I like what I've seen, and I'm not about to overreact. It is one game. It happens. A lot of teams still look like, hey, we working things out. We're trying to get used to the new pieces, and hey, it is what it is. But I do like what I've seen from the Celtics so far, and still coming in. I think with the addition of Dame, I think that's going to make the Bucks still so dangerous, and it like we said, they lost Drew Holiday, and it takes some of that defensive. Right, they lost Drew Holiday, and it takes some of their defensive stuff away. But I just think the scoring that you add from Dame also allows Giannis to not have to be just that, full out 100, mile per hour dude on both ends of the floor. So I think it does free him up to do a little bit that he needs to do on the defensive end, and you get a little bit more creative. And then when it's closing time, you can go between Middleton and Dame, but for sure, hey, Dame, you got this. Kind of thing. So I think it actually gives you that closer who can create his own shot. So I think that's one of the things that I'm really, excited to see with the Bucks, how that combination of Dame, Giannis, and Middleton works.
We get to see. Is it tonight? They play tonight, or is it tomorrow?
They're about to play right now.
They're about to play the Sixers. So
unfortunately,
that should be a good one.
For the Sixers' sake, and we're not gonna stay on this long because I'm so sick of this James Harden fiasco. Like I don't even want to talk about the Sixers just off the simple fact that he's still there. Like I wish they can get this over with. Like I really wish so we could. They need some clarity, bro. Like they need clarity, and they can't. Their team can't. They can't do what they want to do until they figure what they're gonna do with him out. Like Pat Bev, like Pat Bev can't be a leader if he don't know who he leading. Feel what I'm saying? Like PJ Tucker can't. He don't know what he gonna wear. If you know what I'm saying. If this and then you got Embiid, it's like it's too much going on, man. Like figure that out, and they should they should have figured it out before the season started.
What's gonna happen first?
But I feel like my fault, AJ. But I feel like they're doing what AJ and I have said that other organizations should have done. They're not bowing to the whim. They're standing firm until they can get what they want from him. And they're gonna send him where they want to send him, not where he want to go. So I feel like to that point, I feel like sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You can't he's being a prima donna, bro. Like I'm dating myself, that's an old term, but that's what he's doing. So it's like, bro, like I'm not catering to you. So you can ride the pine or you can get on the court, you know what I mean, and get with it. But I'll move you when I'm ready.
I agree. When if they start out terrible, okay. AJ, what was you about to say?
I was gonna say, Ross, you probably want to mute your audio right here. But what
I'll keep it on so you know it ain't just canon.
But what I want to ask is, what happens first with the 76ers? James Harden starts for his 20th game of the season with the 76ers, or Joel Embiid requests a trade? Because I think after with the way it's going, I think Joel got to start thinking about getting out of there because it doesn't look like it's going in the right direction.
This is my thing. If he was going to request a trade, he had the whole offseason to do that. You know what I'm saying? He had a whole offseason to do that. Don't wait till 20 games in.
No, I'm not saying 20 games in. I'm just saying what happens first.
But that's what I'm saying. But even still, you see what's going on, bro. You see what's going on.
Sorry, Ross. I told you to cover your ears, dog.
Yeah, this is my
Hey, bro, I told you to cover your ears, man. But
this is all. I'm not saying that he shouldn't do this or they shouldn't even take the call. But my thing is, if he was going to put the pressure on the franchise, he had ample time to do that. We've seen what Giannis did all season. Be quiet. Giannis went on the whole media tour and said, "Hey, listen, y'all better give me some help. Y'all better give me some help, or I ain't signing no extension." And what did they do?
Help.
Exactly. They went and got him. But when you go talk to Joel, he's still cracking jokes. You feel what I'm saying? We not taking you serious, bro. Even if you get mad, we ain't gonna take you serious.
That's why, and that's exactly why you ain't want him on the NBA version of the quarterback.
Yeah. See, well, there you go. Sorry, Ross. Now we can transition to football, where y'all probably gonna lose.
Well, we gotta go to the Western Conference.
I
know. Before we do any of that, I wanted to acknowledge that we're at a rare time where we have baseball, NBA, NFL, NHL, boxing, track. You name it, we have it right now. So it's like
the most wonderful time.
We gotta give our World Series prediction too before we get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, we get to that. That's next. I'm worried.
Eastern Conference though. Y'all got a sleeper that could at least get to the play-in or playoff team.
Dang, is Atlanta a sleeper?
Nah, they should be a playoff team. They should
let me say Charlotte then.
Okay.
Damn. Okay. So out of the East is I feel like it's tough. Even though you would think actually the East should be a little bit easier because you feel like the West is kind of like where it's supposed to be. I already drank mine, but maybe I'm gonna go with the young guys. I'm gonna go with the Pistons.
Okay, I like that.
I'm gonna go with the young guys, man. I'm gonna go with the Pistons.
Damn biased. gonna
What I
ride with
do?
Monty. You gonna ride with Monty till the wheels fall off.
Hey man, look, he helped us out. God damn it! Hey, he might get in there, get them young guys going. Cade Cunningham and all that,
Yeah.
man.
I like Cade
it's
Cunningham.
It's some talent over there. That's what I'm saying. Like they might be able to sneak in.
I got the it's crazy. I was gonna hype up the Wizards. I'm like, yeah, man, Jordan Poole gonna scoring champion. He could do all this. He could do, he just gonna score so much that they got to do something. And then they gave up 143 to the Pacers. And
So
I said,
defense.
I'm like, you know what? I wash my hands. I know it's game 1 out of 82.
Back to the ghetto, you go.
You give up 143. You give up 120, and I think the Pacers are definitely going to be a good team.
The Pacers,
the Pacers gonna be
but
solid.
That's not my pick. I'm going with the Magic.
I like that.
I do like the Magic.
I think Pablo may be an all-star this year.
He couldn't get his double for me last night on my.
So you done with him? You done with him already?
I ain't done with him. I just didn't even want to pick that double. But that's sometimes they real good at giving you
options that you think go ahead. That's the point.
Like, it's either that or you pick something that ain't gonna make you no money. So it's like that's what you really have to do. You just gotta really stack a bunch of the little ones that's gonna make you a little bit of money.
And even then, trust me, you can see my. But let's go to the Western. Western Conference, and we got a good preview. Well, we thought we was gonna have a good preview tonight. Well, a lot of people for the Suns not playing today.
Yeah.
But let's talk about it, man. Like I say, if y'all don't know, if y'all unfamiliar with us, me and Cannon are Lakers fans. We definitely have a Lakers oriented podcast. It's called LLC, Lakers Lounge Confidential.
Yes,
we
sir.
recorded right before the season started about our breakdown about the Lakers. So if you want to hear only about the Lakers, please go check out that episode on our YouTube page. It's right here, right where you at right now. Just go follow the video. It's right there. Obviously you see the jersey in the back of AJ. He's a Suns fan, and I like what I saw. Over the night from y'all. A lot. The role players was rolling, and your stars were starring. That's what you can't ask for.
What did I told him? I said the Nurkic that scared me, bro, when the trade happened.
But can I explain? The opponent that they was going against is who I'm not sold on in the West at all.
I respect that.
I'm not sold
but
on
he
this
just
thing.
Still looked like he
looked like he fit.
And
that's
better
the only
than Ayton.
That's the only
AJ's point. Like, I just wanted to say that because I know you going there, AJ. He fits better than Ayton, bro.
And I'm like, it's one game, so I'm not going to be like, this was a giant upgrade over Ayton, this and that. But what I will say is, what would I always say about Ayton? Hey, if you're gonna take these deep jumpers, step out to the 3-point line.
Yeah, fact.
What we say about Nurkic? What we say about Nurkic? He got out there. Ain't nobody run out there. He said, "Make it rain," and drop that bitch. Fire. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. He went out there. He competed. He grabbed rebounds.
Yeah.
He spaced the floor. He was energetic. He dove to the rim and stuff like that. And then one of the things that I said is it may be addition by subtraction. We were able to take one piece and add more pieces. And like you said, Hill, the role players was rolling. They didn't Grayson Allen didn't have a great shooting night and stuff like that. But some of the other players, you can kind of see where things happen. And with it being only game 1, I think those role players may be able to, you'll start to see, them getting, more comfortable and start fitting in more, especially when you get to, later in the season, you actually got Booker, KD, and Bill. And, you have those, role players that, can get their role even more reduced than what you saw last night. I think it's going to be good. And, I think we didn't it's still game 1. Like you said, it's the Warriors game 2 tonight, but we're still figuring things out. But I think for it to be game 1, I saw glimpses of what could be. You get what I'm saying? And so that's all I want. And we got lucky, and we even came out with a win. So it's like you saw glimpses of what things can be, and you win. I don't have any complaints from last night.
What's wrong with Book? Why is he sitting out the night?
So Book and Bill actually, in the preseason, they've had, little nagging injuries. And I think, with Bill's injury history, they're just trying to be a little bit more cautious. I think just right now, it's just like, okay, coming out game one, I think Book and KD had to play more minutes than they really wanted to. And so I think this is just a way like, all right, you had some injuries. Book, you came out there and you did your thing. Like, look, here we go. Let's do it. Let's see what we can do. And now it's going to be kind of expanding these other role players, and it's going to give them that confidence too. So I think it's all a part of just kind of a plan to not overwork guys and still try and, build up the team rapport in a sense as well. Because I think like game one, KD didn't play. Like KD actually didn't have a really good shooting night game one.
He did
coming off of a really good preseason. So I just think this allows KD to kind of get in his groove while also not overworking Book and stuff like that. So it doesn't scare me, but we'll go
early on. These ain't significant injuries.
One thing I will say, and this don't have nothing to do with the West, this is NBA total, because this is what we're going to be hearing a lot of this year. The Doc Rivers annoyed me on the what game was that? The Knicks Celtics game?
Yeah, it was terrible.
And at one moment, I felt like he annoyed Doris Burke too, because he was looking at everything from a coach's standpoint, and it just was annoying. But to your point, FVO, like load management after game one, that is wild. But when it's your star guys and guys making that much money, when they Ferraris and Lambos, hey man, you gotta keep them things tuned up, man. So it is what it is. I'd rather sit a guy to make sure he right after game one than to play him on. I mean, it would have been a back-to-back for him.
So
played last night, right?
No, we played Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday.
So what Charles Barkley said didn't do nothing for you?
What'd he say?
He said these dudes is getting paid 30, 40, 50 million. If they not injured, they should be playing. Like,
yeah, but so look, you ain't gonna always have a major injury, but that don't always mean you can go neither. So it's like if I need to get healthy, if I got a strained hamstring, I need to sit tonight, bro. Because if I play tonight, then I could end up with a torn hamstring or something that's put me out even longer. So it's like you gotta listen to your body, bro. And Book is a competitor, and no means necessary do I think that he would sit out if he didn't need to. Bradley Beal, that's a different story.
Just like
he's lying to the trainers. Whatever Bradley Beal, he did it, bro.
But that's my thing also though. It's like, sometimes just because you can play don't mean necessarily you should go play. Because like you said, we've seen times where it's like, yo, my hamstring is tight, but I'm gonna go out there and do it. Next thing you know, that the thing pop off the bone now because you're trying to overcompensate, and just the wrong thing happens. And so I think what teams do, like you hear it all the time, like even in football, where it's like, oh, if it was the playoffs or something like that, he probably would have played, but we're gonna hold him out another week. It's the same thing with Jamar Chase's hip last year. It was like he could have played, but it was like we're gonna hold him out for another week, get him that extra bit of treatment just to make sure. We just want to make sure.
I know. I understood where Charles Barkley is coming from. I try to look at all perspectives.
Yeah,
but he's from the old school perspective, and he's like, "Hey, listen, bro, we did it for less. We was way more injured, and we played for less money, and we still out there played. I get it, bro. Like it's nothing, but there's nothing we can do at this point. Like they changing the rules.
Yeah,
they doing everything that they possibly can.
You live and you learn, bro. I'm sorry, Chuck, that y'all played in a different time, bro. But
it just happens, man. Hey,
I'm saying they used to rock 5 rounds, bro. It's not my fault they don't do that anymore, man.
Hey, Virginia State looked way different than when we went, right?
It's way different. It's so different.
Hey, bro,
other places are using it as a venue now.
where I stayed my freshman year don't even exist no more.
You know what I'm saying? So
I was
it's
in the
like,
Ville, dog.
Yeah.
That ain't even
They
there
got
no
rid of
more.
that real, but
So
the Ville was
things
gone when
change.
we was there. Won't it?
Yeah, but that's
He
where I was
still
at my
stayed
freshman
there the
year.
first.
That's where I was at my freshman year.
Let's keep it. I know we didn't get to go to any other Western Conference team. The Western Conference is stacked. We understand it. I'm not sold on the Warriors. I'm gonna keep saying it. This Chris Paul thing is not going to work unless he comes off the bench.
Like we've said,
and they keep trying to be nice to him and keep having them
It
start
was in
and
that
do all this.
game, though.
It was what?
They was in that game.
They actually because they're the Warriors, bro.
Right.
Yeah, facts.
Like don't get me not being sold on them as disrespect. They're still
All
the
right.
Warriors. Like I say, they go, but we holding them to a championship standard because they're a dynasty, right?
You're right.
So I'm not gonna view them. I'm not gonna look at them the same way we look at the Grizzlies.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I'm holding them to a different standard. And I just don't believe that. I believe if they would bring him off the bench with the second unit, they could actually rest Curry more, like we're trying to do with LeBron, and it'll work out for them in the long run for both parties involved. But they don't want to hurt his feelings. I get it. I just don't like it. The Mavs can't defend nobody.
What I say during the game?
But they can score, bro.
They damn sure can score. But
Yeah.
it's like the pieces that they brought were supposed to be like help their defense, like Grant Williams, Max Kleber, and all that. Like they supposed to help their defense and let Luka and Kyrie cook. But it's like, damn, they still they Derek Lively. Like you say, I know he's young, but like you say, they drafted him specifically for that reason.
I think they just ran up. They won, but they ran up against some young guys that they wasn't ready for.
Absolutely, because the Spurs.
I'm not as one game.
Spurs.
I'm not necessarily ready to say that those guys that they brought in to shore up their D ain't doing their job yet, because
it's gonna take time.
It's gonna take time, and it's like, bro, that was a lot of athleticism on the Spurs floor last night, bro.
Yeah, Wemby looks.
Wemby, man.
He's gonna be
even Vassell, man. So I'm saying, like, he's flying around.
I was always sold
with
on
Keldon Johnson. They got some pieces. Like I know they couldn't showcase them pieces last year because they was trash. But like I said, now you got Wim, you put him in there, and now it seems like everybody can play their role and excel. They're gonna be annoying.
Annoying as hell, bro.
They ain't gonna be good yet.
I can see it.
They gonna beat some teams. They go beat both our teams. We be like,
like how the hell? Because the thing about it is they're gonna be annoying because they also have good coaching.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They got pop, man.
Helping them get some of the young, some of the youth. Same thing. Like I asked in the on the Eastern Conference, who's your sleeper on the Western Conference? I know this is gonna be tough.
Kind of who we just talked about for me.
Yeah, Spurs.
Yeah.
I think it can be possible just because, like we said, you have pop. And as the season goes, who knows like what Victor Wembanyama can do. They have some like Devin Vassell, he's coming to his own as a scorer, but to me, he's a lockdown defender. And that's one of the things that I've loved. Like when he was at Florida State, I wanted the Suns to get him because he's a nice wing. I'm biased. I always want my guys. But look, he can frustrate guys, and he has the ability to score. And so I think you pair that with Wembanyama and some of the other guys that they got, and then you have Pop there as well. Like if we could see them upsetting our teams, I can see the same thing happening with a whole bunch of other teams that's going on throughout the season. And so I feel like they can actually they can surprise some people.
And I'm with you. They are my sleeper as well, bro. I actually picked them to win last night because I knew that the Mavs don't play defense. But I do think that they're going to be better defensively this year than they were last year because of their offseason.
I think so. I think Grant Williams is actually going to be the addition that they need.
Yep.
So I wasn't really as sold on him in Boston. Like he was annoying to me, but I think he's going to show his value with those particular players. I think they're going to actually need him. It's hard to pick a sleeper in the West because I think we got to view it different. Like, You know, it's like
it's certified teams out
it's
there.
like, for example, like I can't say the Thunder.
Yeah.
Like I can't say the Thunder because they was in the
Yeah.
play-in last year. So it's like if they make the playoff, if they take a leap, it's like okay, they was supposed to because they was in the like, you know. So it's just kind of weird. So I'm gonna take the easy way out and go with the Spurs as well. Because I agree with y'all. Like I said, the way that they played last night, especially game one against like I said, that's a veteran team other than Derek Lively on the Mavs.
Facts.
You know, I get it that the Mavs didn't play the stars on the Mavs didn't play a lot of preseason games, so they, you know, the cohesiveness couldn't really show.
It's their fault.
This is another team. They was the number one. They was the number two seed last year before Zion got injured. So
that's
like,
why I couldn't say them.
So it was two teams where I was like, they don't feel like sleepers to me, and that's the Pelicans and Thunder.
I was gonna say Kings and the Pelicans, but it's like neither one of them to me. I felt like you can't call them sleepers out the West. That's why I said the West more have like teams that we know that they've been making progress for a few years. So it's like we expect
and they just a couple more years removed from not almost beating the Suns.
Like we said, the Thunders were playing team, so it's like I consider them a playoff team.
I really hope the basketball guys are on our side this year. Can he stay healthy? Can Zion stay healthy? Please. Like, I just want to.
It's his style of play, bro. I was watching it last night. Those injuries waiting to happen, bro.
Damn, Kenny.
I mean,
I know, bro.
I'm being real, bro. Like, I'm looking at it. He plays outside of
that boy play rough. That boy play wrong.
Yeah, he do, man. But he get outside of his frame a lot, bro. He agile, he leaning, he's stretching. So it's like I don't know if his body can uphold. It hasn't upheld under that type of stress so far. So it's like he got to start just
lose weight, man. I'm sorry.
And he looked slimmer. He did.
I know it's a tired
last night, but he still was playing just with a reckless abandon that I think he gotta. If he reel that in, it's gonna be a mental thing. If he just stop playing less reckless, I feel like he can be healthy.
That can't be a tired narrative, AJ, because that's what's happening.
What?
Like AJ was he stopped himself from saying he got to lose weight. He was tired of saying that, and I was telling AJ like you can't say because that's it. Like that's literally it. We want to see you lose the weight first and see if that actually works. Like we got to see it first.
But he looked slim last night though.
I want to see how Brandon Ingram bounced back. He had a terrible world class as we call FIBA.
Yeah, FIBA.
Like he got benched like for Austin Reeves to start lineup. Like he didn't fit.
That's why Austin Reeves need to be on that show, man.
Talk to him. Talk to us. I know that's not the NBA season. I know it's totally different game. So like, but I don't. What if it trickles down to this season? He's just in a funk. Man, you know
that'll be bad.
And this is not a plea, but those people on the world level, that FIBA level, they are very, very technical at his position. The 3s and 4s, they play a technical game that's completely different than the game that the 3 and 4s play in the US, man. And I feel like it was giving them some issues. So it's like I don't know. And like you said, it's not his bread and butter. So it's like, is he really giving it his all? Did they really care? They really thought, a lot of them thought that we could just go out there and win, but they realized that wasn't true.
Yeah.
But another thing about it is that one of the things that we've always said, to me, when everything kind of switched over to the AAU circuit, so many people start getting away from the fundamentals. Mm-hmm. And you can see it in the NBA game, but it doesn't really affect things because more so than not, that's where a lot of people come from, and so they all play that style of game.
Yeah.
But now when we go over there and stuff like that, and you got somebody, you got 3s, 4s, and 5s who actually have legit post moves. They can back you down to the block and put you in a blender when all you really know is pump fake, fade away, or something like that. That's all you got. It's going to look a little bit different, and y'all don't shuffle y'all feet on defense, so it's gonna be a problem.
But they don't want to play defense.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just be looking at it, it'd be pathetic.
So it's just like, yeah, you kind of see why, that the certain players get frustrated and their game doesn't translate to the international game.
I'm kind of excited for this season because we got so many. I think we got more contenders than we've had in a while. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like we got some contenders in the West, the same usual suspects, I guess. Same usual suspects that in the East, but you can legitimately say that these are contenders, though. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's
But I
gonna be.
also think you got some teams like you got to still worry about the Thunder. You have to worry about some of these other teams. You're gonna have to worry about the Pelicans now.
In
What
in
it's
the
like,
regular season, though.
especially I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
especially like if they're healthy, they're gonna be there in the end. So it's like the Thunder too. So it's like I feel like we have the usual suspects, but we still and then the Spurs might be there in the end. So it's like
It's gonna be a
I'm
bloodbath.
excited. I'm just echoing your point. Like I'm excited because I feel like we have more contenders than we might know that we have because there's been a few bubble teams there's been a few teams on the bubble the last few years. So
Where we going to next, fellas?
well, it's that time of the year where we got all these sports. So it's the Fall Classic coming up, starts this Friday. So I feel like we gotta give it its due. I wish I should have sent you a graphic, AJ.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
dropped the
fault.
ball. Dropped the
Yeah, I
ball,
dropped the
man.
ball on that. But we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Texas Rangers, which I think is going to be a hell of a matchup. I'm sad this year, because my team wasn't in the playoffs, so it was a little bit bitter for me, but it still has been phenomenal baseball if you have watched. Um, even the Phillies when they was in it, they was playing some real good ball up until they weren't in it. So, who y'all got though?
I'm going with the Rangers. Like I'm kind of like a fake Rangers fan because based off some of my local coverage when I
Mhm.
listen to the Cowboys, they mentioned the Rangers, so I've been kind of following the Rangers all year. So it's like I might as
Yeah,
well just
that
continue
makes sense.
that back. It's just like you say, when that pitching hit up, like
Yeah,
I said, first part
yeah,
when that pitching get the pitching,
yeah,
like, that's what wins in the playoffs. Like
yeah. And Matt Scherzer is the best. He the best in the business. So I feel like they got the advantage right there for sure. AJ, who you rolling with?
I'm going to Diamondbacks, man. So just like Hill said, when the pitching get the pitching, and hey, Zach Gallen, he gonna set that tone for them boys, man.
Yeah, I like
And so
Gallon.
and
Yeah,
so I think that they can really push the Rangers. And I get what you're saying, Hill. The Rangers are tough. Let's not get it twisted. The Rangers are tough, but I think the Diamondbacks are gonna be able to spark things off. And man, that rookie Corbin,
yeah,
he's doing a little
hey,
something, man. And I think this is gonna be a really good series. But I'm going with the Diamondbacks.
yeah.
the Diamondbacks tough,
Girl.
bro. Like to do
They
what you
got
did against
Evan Longoria still. So it's like
to
Bro, I
do
don't
it.
know. He been playing since I feel like I was in like
yeah.
middle
I was
school.
about to say, bro,
But but he's but
still
he's
like
but he has been effective, bro. Been
Yeah.
effective there at third. So
to do what they did against the Phillies, bro, to let you know that they real, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
because the Phillies came in there hot.
exactly, like Red October. Like I
Yeah,
say, it was no
facts.
fluke. Bryce
Yeah,
Harper was out there,
yeah.
hitting them out the park. Like, like to do what they did against the Phillies is nothing to sneeze at, bro. If
And
they go out there and beat the Rangers, then cool.
matter of fact, I have to address it on because I don't know if I said it on here. In our group, I feel like it was Drew, our guy Drew.
It
So if it
was.
wasn't Drew, forgive me.
It
But
was Drew.
I feel like he said it was the game that Harper. How many home runs did he hit at one? Did he?
I forgot what you caught, but go ahead.
He went off one game. I almost want to say he hit 4 home runs, but I don't want to get on here and lie because that's OD. But he went blood. And he basically called him Mr. October. And I was like, bro, that's crazy that this era that we live in, how a person can have a few good games or one good series, and we will say something or put them in the light with somebody that it took a career to earn. You feel what I'm saying? It took Reggie Jackson to take multiple, he had to take the A's and Yankees and perform in October multiple times to get that moniker. So I feel like we gotta start being respectful when we throw those things out, because look, Bryce was in there, and just as quick as Bryce was in there, he out of there. So it's like you can't be Mr. October if you can't get to the Fall Classic.
Ross
on one, man.
I'm telling you, bro.
He on one, man.
Oh,
But
Oh,
that's
man.
real. Like I mean, you can't be Mr. October if you can't get to the Fall Classic. So I'm not hating on Bryce.
No,
I'm with Bryce,
you gotta
bro.
just laugh,
But
bro.
I'm just saying he ain't Mr. October.
It's not personal, Ross. It's
It
just,
ain't,
hey
bro.
man, you gotta watch out for some people, dog. They
I like Bryce,
put you
bro.
guys in bad predicaments, crowning them too early.
Yeah, Bryce is Bryce. He's not Mr. October though.
We gotta. I think this
man. I'm out here, man. I ain't ducking no smoke, bro.
Oh man,
It's all love, baby.
These playoffs, like I said, matter of fact, baseball playoffs never really cease to fail you. Like it's always on the edge of your seat. Like you said, the strategy that the managers use, the timely hits, the timely errors that come at times. Like it's one of those, like a game with game of inches. I know they don't say that for baseball, but I mean, damn.
That's actually where it originated.
That's where it came from. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
It's a game of inches
because it definitely is, bro. You miss you that late on the throw, or you know what I mean, a play at home plate, or the pitch is that far off the plate, or you missed it by that much, or didn't go over the fence by that much. Come on, man.
Makes perfect sense. Like I said, I'm definitely kind of. I know these ain't the star power that we always want for the casuals and shit. But like you say,
if my team ain't in it, good.
Give me the Diamondbacks.
Thank you, bro. Because get the Astros out of there.
Anybody but them. Anybody.
Yeah, but I'm with you here. I'm going Rangers too, man. I just feel like I do like the pitching on the Diamondbacks. I like Zach Gallen, but I just feel like Max Scherzer is the best left, man. Like he's been there.
He's been like that for a while.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
and so I feel like this is his time. Go and get you one. So it's like, go and get it, man. But that's the Fall Classic. And with that, we're gonna move on and we're gonna head into the NFL, man.
All right.
Let's get to the slate. We got one tonight.
First of all, man, I want to say I was disgusted. I was disgusted as much as Jonathan Allen was, and I hope, Michelle, you get that clip for me. You put it in here, man, because for me, it's been longer than 7 fucking years, man. So it's like he just learning how to deal with this, man. I've been dealing with this
37 years.
we got
oh, man. But look, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
The whole damn lamp just fell because I was laughing.
Laughing a little too hard. I feel.
No, man, it's like, bro, it really. I'm gonna go on a tangent about my team. I really don't like how we can play an Eagles team, and maybe the Eagles are playing down to their competition. That's a theme in the NFC East. We normally play each other well, but we could take the Eagles to just, basically the last play of the game. But then you come out and you get cooked by the Giants, and you give a team that's been struggling to get to the quarterback and all that, they just able to tee off, man. So it's like, what are y'all doing at practice, bro? Like, what are y'all going on? What's going on in the meeting room? So it's just like, I was ready for somebody to get fired after that week. I normally don't jump out like that in the NFL, but Hill predicted beginning of this year that Ron would get fired mid-season or before the season is up, and that the reins would be passed to Eric Bieniemy. And I was like, hell, you bugging. Like, they wouldn't do that. But it's like Magic been chirping and he don't like losing. So it's like he get the chirping enough, they might do something. But
when y'all bye week?
Hopefully we can get it together, but I don't see us getting it together this week. So
when is y'all bye week is what I'm asking.
It wouldn't even matter, bro. Like what we gonna do?
It matters when y'all gonna fire him. That's what I'm asking.
All right. I think it's late for real. It might be.
So you can't wait that long.
Yeah. It might be like week 11 for real, or week 12.
That ain't bad. You can give him to the bye week, and then go ahead, Eric B and Rakim.
Eric B on the way.
Hey.
And Eric B, baby.
B.
Y'all got a tangent for y'all teams before we get into our picks.
We had to get rid of Ron Rivera. He wasn't coaching like we thought so. We had to get Eric.
He just standing there on the sideline, man.
Be my friend.
And Jack got to go with him, like for real. If Ron goes, it's understood that Jack is out to go with him because Jack, really,
he only there for him.
Yeah,
bro, we don't blitz. I'm sick and tired. Sorry to go back into my team, but I'm sick and tired of them saying like they get pressure with their front four. It's led us to we only play 2 linebackers, no matter what, which is dumbest. We never have 3 linebackers on the field, not even in our base, because we believe that we can get pressure with 4, so we don't blitz. And bro, it's like, yes, we have good linemen, but the math ain't mathing, bro. The average line, if we send everybody out, we got 5, so that's 5 on 4, which means we can double team your best guy. And if we decide to protect, keep a tight end, then we got 6. And we keep a tight end and let a running back chip, we got 7 on 4, bro. So do the math, man. Just blitz. And when we have blitzed a little bit of time, we dang near always get home. So it's like, and teams do it to us. They be like, yo, they ain't got a good line. Sam is a young quarterback. They just blitz us, bro, all game. And it works.
Not Pat Bev, man. I don't give a damn about it.
Hey, man.
I don't quick tangent for me, my team, as we seen the Eagles make a massive trade again, Kevin Byard. They seen the weakness that they had in their team. And once again, Howie saw blood and water and went and got it.
Yeah.
And it's the fact that it's like, and then we come up with the same thing. We're not gonna be active in the trade market, and we're not gonna do anything. We like our guys. It's the same rhetoric, and it's like, okay, cool. When are we gonna actually go for it? Mm-hmm. Like, we just seen the 49ers lose 2 games in a row. Yeah, they blew us out, but obviously they can be beat, right? Mm-hmm. They lost 2 games in a row to lesser opponents. So, okay, cool. We just seen the Eagles lose to the Jets, a team that you beat, so they can be beat. I get it. They look great against the Dolphins, but it's like, why do we keep seeing every year the Eagles see something? They have a great offseason anyway, and then they say, okay, we weak right here. Don't worry about it. Let's go fix that up. They don't waste no time, but we keep hoping that something, like, we keep hoping one of our players play better. No, he's not gonna play better. Go get his ass up out of there and go get somebody better. Like, it's like, it's frustrating. I get it. We had a bye week last week. It's only week 8. We don't know how the rest of the season is going to play out. So I'm not gonna go on a it's over for us, tangent, because it's not. But it's just like, but when you see other teams continue to go forward, that's actually contending, that's actually going forward, and you call yourself contenders, you can't. It's not the same thing. It's just not the same thing, bro. Like, it's frustrating from that aspect. But I'm not gonna go.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
So since you're frustrated with the lack of your team, because y'all do have somewhat of a window, and not trying to pry that whole thing open and go for the gusto. If you were to make a move at this trade deadline, and you had the keys, what would be your move? What's a play that you would like to see done?
Jalen Johnson from the Bears. I'm sitting in a 2nd round pick. You need another cornerback. You need somebody that's realistically available. Yeah, I can go say, oh, let's go get Pat Surtain. He's not available, bro. We're not giving up multiple first round picks. That's not how we operate.
Yeah,
but
fact.
if the Bears was going to
Good
resign,
pick. I actually like that.
if the Bears was going to resign Jalen Johnson, they would have done it already.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion. So I feel a second round pick is more than enough for him. Go make some things happen, and it resets your defense back for. He replenishes the loss from Trayvon Diggs, and he settles your defense back to where it was before the injury.
But all right, one more question. If you do get him, you extending them like what? Because Diggs is coming back, and then what?
You give him you give him a contract offer in the offseason. You see what's up, but I'm pretty sure that he's going to try to get paid. You do with us like they always do with us, but you do it the right way. Like people use our name to raise their value. Oh, the Cowboys are interested, but they're never really interested. You just use their name to give another team to boost your pay up, boost your contract up. Okay, do it the right way. Use him, play well, because if he plays well and somebody gives him the bag, we get a comp pick, we get a third round comp pick the next year. So what are we losing here?
Yeah.
It balances it out, actually.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Good responses.
You know, I wish the Steelers would get Surtain because we Levi Wallace and Pat Peterson. But y'all got something in Joey Porter. Got something in Joey Porter, man.
Yeah, I like Joey Porter Jr.
You got to tag your AJ before we get into these picks. Y'all was on the bye week last week.
So
Zach Taylor called a hell of a game last week.
Hey, Zach Taylor didn't lose it for us, man. But man, this is because how the season started. This is not just like a regular season. This is basically we in college mode now. Every game is a must win, and especially coming out these first two out of the bye week. Especially you got to really start separating yourself from this 500 thing, because if you can come out of these first two in the bye week against the 49ers and the Bills and then go 5-3, that puts you in a really good situation. But the margin for error for the rest of the season is extremely slim, especially with the way the Baltimore Ravens are playing. If the Browns ever figure some shit out on offense, it's gonna be ridiculous. And so all of our wins have come against NFC opponents. So we truly have to start stacking up some AFC wins, but you can't lose this NFC game either. You can't lose to the 49ers coming out of this bye week. And all of the Joe Burrow doesn't look right. Joe Burrow, the offense, the running game. No, all of that ain't no more excuses. Joe Burrow, you 100%. You got to play like it. Ain't no more excuses. Go out there and go out there. Let's win these games and re-solidify yourself as a Super Bowl contender.
I like that.
I do like that.
And trade for Tierra Tart. Sorry.
What would you give up for him?
I'd give up a fourth. Because I don't think Tierra Tart is going to be like, oh, we got to give up some, exorbitant, because he's on an expiring contract. I think you can get him for, I think he could be half for a fifth probably. Seeing as what they traded Kevin Byard for, but I think, but to me,
willing and dealing.
To me,
Edmonds too though.
Hey man, anybody trying to hear that shit? But not like I think he could be half for a fifth because, like I said, he's on an expiring deal. I think he could be half for a sixth, to be quite honest. But I think that is that's a move that the Bengals need to make because we don't have any interior, pass rush or anybody to back up DJ Reader. So anybody on the interior, when DJ Reader and BJ Hill come off the field, we can't stop anybody, and it looks completely different. So I think if we can bolster that interior depth, allow DJ Reader is 340 something pounds. He can't play 60 snaps. It's just impossible. So you need somebody that is, competent to be able to spell him. And I think it'll boost our defense. Even though to me, our defense has been the best unit of our team. This is kind of one of those things where, like I've always said, make your strength a strength. Like strengthen your strength And you got to hope, like, because to me, I don't see where you can bring in someone else on the offense and plug them in and help. But I can see holes on this defense where you can even boost this defense more and it can help. So that's why I say go get some interior defensive line help. And I think this will really boost your team, and your defense will be able to even, go above and beyond where you already at. And I think it would really do things, especially if this offense get clicking down after the bye.
Yeah, so we forgot what I was about to say.
Breaking news: Jalen Ramsey is back Sunday.
Yeah, I was gonna say that till we get to this game.
My fault.
But nah, good. I'm glad he's back earlier than what he expected. And he coming back the perfect game against the Patriots. They receivers definitely ain't gonna put so much pressure on him. He can go ahead.
He might not even have to. He might not even have to cut.
It's the get back game. It's get back season, baby.
All right, ain't gonna see it in 2023.
Watch Mac go blood this game.
Titans literally had 10 players that went to the Falcons, including Arthur Smith in the last 3 seasons. But we traded 2 players to the Eagles, and now we're their farm team.
Yeah. And this is why I don't pick the Titans, but you get mad at me. Come on now. Make it make sense.
I was trying.
You want to see me in the street, but this is what you said about your own team. Like, come on, bro. If I would have said that, it'd have been scorched earth in this. Come on, bro.
I think what he was saying was like, I think what he's missing is the 2 best players went to the Eagles. So it the value of those other players that went to the Falcons, that father Arthur Smith, and it just didn't hit the same. It don't hit the same as.
No, I get it. I
feel as an AJ Brown.
I couldn't say that same statement. He would have been upset. That's all. That's my point.
I forgot they was having a conversation in the chat, and I took it here. I'm sorry, Kenny.
Hey,
well, we got the Bills. We got Thursday Night Football.
That's a public chat, bro.
I know, right? We got the Bills versus the Bucks.
Man, I'm going with the Bills for a get back game. Hopefully so, man. But the Bucks are scrappy, and we'll see. But I'm going with the Bills for a get back game. They got the better talent.
The Bills are so frustrating, bro. Like
they are, bro.
I'm glad I'm not a Bills fan, or like I picked them to do something, but it's like I did vouch for them and say they've been disrespected this all season. They damn sure they should have been disrespected a little bit more the way they've been playing recently. Right? Like, so it's like I want to defend them. Like you say, Josh Allen, sometimes he look elite and then sometimes he don't. Like I'm confused on this Jekyll and Hyde type of team.
Yeah. AJ had some validity, man.
Its validity was always there. He was just a little too harsh. That's all. That was always my stance.
Because he'll harp on his bad moments, but he'll be quiet on his.
No, I give credit, but it's always do something.
I got to make it give him credit.
Don't be the same. It don't be the same energy. Yeah, he'll have to drag it out. Pause.
Where he go?
I'm right here. Can y'all see me?
I can see you.
It's Hill talking about where it's Hill that went somewhere that internet. Bum ass internet waited a whole damn hour into the show, and he talking about where he go. Is his ass is gone. Yeah. Hey, but yeah. So I'm going to Bills too. What did Hill say?
He said that they were frustrating, but he didn't make his official pick. So we'll have to wait till he comes back on.
Damn that. He going with the Bills. He know better. All right. So let's go to the next one. Let's go Texans versus the Panthers. Who you got?
Yeah. Well, damn sure ain't going Panthers. They ain't won no game. So
exactly. We can move that one right on up the way. I'm going to Texans too.
Yeah.
I'll wait for Hill to get back to do his team. So Green Bay Packers versus the Minnesota Vikings.
I'm going Vikings, man. I feel like what Kirk said, man. They took some L's, but they just got to stack some wins, and I feel like they got the talent to do it. And I also feel like they've been able to win with Jefferson. I was like, he's going to be coming back soon. It's only going to be up. So I'm rolling with the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm rolling with the Vikings too, just off the simple fact that I think the Vikings coming off that win against the 49ers, I think they might be, you know, they might have figured something out. They roll high. It's a divisional game, but you know, I just feel like the Packers are a bit too up and down right now. I'm just not sure if I can have confidence in picking them.
Yeah,
Jordan Love got me looking funny in the light, don't he?
Yeah.
God
Right.
damn, boy.
As soon as you vouch for somebody, man, that's how it happened, man.
But my only saving grace is I remember when the first year Aaron Rodgers was starting, it didn't go as peachy that everybody out like he just came in the game and just, you know, went straight to the Super Bowl. So that's my only saving grace. So I want to just hang on to my take, like, oh, you know, it got to be right. But I mean, Jordan Love looking funny in the light right now. It's like that loss of Aaron Jones is definitely was hindering his process because AJ did. I don't know what he's been doing. The running game has been non-existent since Aaron Jones been out. Hopefully he's back and can get back to form and they can run the offense like they want to. But I'm going with the Vikings as well. I think they used this game against the 49ers to propel them to go on a little run. So we can go from there.
Cowboys and Rams.
They always scare me, bro. Like Rams scare me every time. It's like it's just a weird feeling. I get it, you know. Maybe Stafford is going to have a Stafford game. You know, light us up. Cooper Kupp light us up. Puka, all of a sudden, you know, Tutu Atwell have a nice game. It's weird, but it's like coming off a bye week. We play well at home. McCarthy's been getting us right after the bye week. Hopefully that they heard all the noise, you know, made necessary changes that we all wanted. So hopefully I'm going with, obviously, you know, I'm going with the boys.
Facts.
Any kind of victory. I don't give a damn. Win.
I went with Cowboys as well. I feel like y'all the better team, but I was skeptical because y'all do that thing that the NFC East teams do, man. They play down to the level of their competition. And I'm not saying like the Rams should be that far down, but they do have a worse record. So, you know, they are under 500. So I hope that y'all get the victory so I can keep my pick'em streak rolling. But
you ain't gotta worry about me catching you, bro. You all right? You can have a horrible week. I ain't catching up. It's all good, bro. It's all good, bro. You got it, dog. Unless you miss a week. And that's what I was hoping for last week. I was like, oh, we ain't record. He ain't do his pick. I got a chance. I ain't say nothing about the pick.
On my downfall, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I ain't say nothing about the pick till AJ.
Week, bro.
Till AJ said something. AJ said, man, we had a terrible week. I'm like, all right, they did they picks. It didn't matter what y'all did. I still will go catch up last week. But man.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cowboys in this one too, man. I just think defensively, I don't think, you know, even though the Rams, you know, are, you know, a pretty good team, I just think defensively, I think the Rams don't have enough. But I think offensively, the Cowboys should be able to keep pace if the Rams were to score some points. But I think the Cowboys defense should be able to get pressure because that's one of the things that's been the Achilles heels for the Rams is that offensive line. And so I think you'll be able to get pressure. You'll be able to hit Matthew Stafford. And when you hit Matthew Stafford, he turns into Santa Claus.
I'll give it out gifts.
Yes, sir.
All right, next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts versus the New Orleans Saints.
I'm going Colts on that, man.
I knew you was.
Hey, man, let's look a little bit more stable and I'm not saying that, you know.
Yes, you are.
Richardson is not the future. I'm just saying, like, sometimes rookies need time to. They on the bell curve, so it's like they need a little bit of time. And I feel
when you
like
get a top 15 pick in a top 15 quarterback in there, man, you never know.
You never know, man. But I just feel like they're, you know what I mean, they got a little bit more pieces than the Saints. Or pieces that's actually working right now. So I'm rolling with the Colts.
Yeah. So initially I was like, I'm gonna go with the Saints, but then I actually started watching the Saints game from last week, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, nah, I can't bring myself to do it. So I'm going with the Colts, man. And not even, it's just, to me, the Saints defense at times you'd be like, damn, this, like, they still got it. But just somehow they all, like, the team overall just seems to find a way to lose. And so
Yeah, they do, man.
like,
Really do.
so coming into the season, I had my questions about Dennis Allen, and he has not done anything to make me feel comfortable with his ability as a coach. So I had to switch my pick to the Colts.
I'm going with the Saints reluctantly. I have no logic.
That's where you make your comeback.
This ain't even got nothing to do with that. I ain't planning on coming back. I just feel that, like, I'm not sold on the Colts. Like, the Colts, like, I get it. So, and sometimes, the stability of Gardner Minshew at times, like, it helps. But then on top of that, like, then they have some blunders of they look like the Colts. Like, so it's like, which Colts are we getting? I know we wasn't expecting much anyway from them. So
Right.
They already exceeded expectations, to be quite honest.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. I just think the Saints can't look as bad as they've been looking for some reason.
That's what I thought the last few weeks.
No,
too.
I'm about that.
I'm sure. I'm
They
sure,
just
AJ.
surprised me, and I'm done with them.
I'm sure it's like you can't look you can't keep looking like that, bro. Like, no, not with the personnel that they have. No, you can't.
All right.
Man. It's everything that I said about Carr, man.
He is not validating. He is not trying to validate anything we said. Shit.
Yeah, but also the wide receivers ain't running the right routes either.
Yeah.
His offense look clunky.
That damn ball
and now is Olave playing this week?
I don't know. He probably still in jail. Nah, they freed him.
That boy said, "I play for the Saints."
Yeah. But don't give a
Damn. And
I play for the Saints.
Y'all, you supposed to say that when y'all winning, bro. Y'all
when you losing, I know he loves a parlay too. He was like, "Oh no, I'm about to lock your ass up.
I'm locking your ass up
just for playing for the Saints. I'm locking your ass up.
What about my $500?
I had your ass for 4 catches, 50 yards, and you over there running the wrong routes, and you speeding.
We gonna take this route. We gonna take this route straight to jail. God damn it!
Bro, when he said that, that's always, bro.
Hey,
it's always one last ditch effort before you go to jail.
Hey, look, with the ditch effort. Hey, listen. Hey, I know. Hey, when the ditch effort don't work, bro, it puts you in a bad, bro. It's like
in the back seat, like, damn, they got that shit on camera.
Because, bro, that was it. That was the hell.
That's all he had. That's all he had.
Bro, I remember the last time I got pulled over, bro. You know my go-to. I cry, right? So look, right. I said, listen, officer. So I said, listen, I'm round the corner, sir. Like, just please. And then, like on clockwork, he said, listen, you better have somebody come get you. I said, don't worry, sir.
Hey, your done work though.
But I'm saying, but if it didn't work,
tried that.
But if I didn't play for the Saints.
He wasn't even enthused when he said it. He was like, I play for the Saints. It's like, bro, I don't even believe you, bro.
I feel, matter of fact, we should lock you up for playing for the Saints.
Exactly. They trash.
All right, man. We going in graphic order?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. I didn't know we were going on app order.
Yeah, now let's do Dolphins and Patriots.
I'm going Miami.
Miami bounce back.
Yeah, definitely Miami bounce back. We ain't got to spend too long on that one.
Yeah.
Jets, New York Giants.
I'm going Jets.
Yeah, I'm going Jets too. Oh, yeah.
But if Tyrod plays, is Daniel Jones still out?
Who knows?
Yeah, that's
Tyrod. Well, I picked the Jets on here, but if Tyrod plays, I might switch. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, that was gonna be my qualifier, but I think I'm still gonna go with the Jets regardless. Just got think defensively they'll be too much. And
I didn't make the graphic yet, but I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna post it Sunday. But on There's No Crown in Fantasy, it was a debate. Will Zach Wilson be a top 10 fantasy quarterback this week?
Because he's playing
the Giants.
Now listen to the question. that Sam would have been one last week, but I don't know if he was he?
Hell no, y'all only scored
Yeah.
7 points.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I don't know if it's gonna be just as easy as that, man.
Okay. AJ, how you feel about it? Okay, you feel
No,
about it?
no,
Okay.
I don't.
We got the Jags and the Steelers, which is the funniest game, I believe,
Of the week.
Because if you're not a Steelers fan, and you can't say nothing about the Steelers. That's the funny thing about it. Like, if you listen to how they complain all year, you would think they was 0-6.
Fuck them.
But if you say something about it, they'll remind you that they 4-2. Like, it's weird. But
Bro, it's always like that with them.
Last week definitely showed me something. I get it. They played the Rams, and I'm not about to bash the Rams because my team plays the Rams. But the offense looked better last week. They came off a bye week, and Kenny Pickett took ownership of the offense. He was like, "Hey, listen, bro, if they got one-on-one with George Pickens, I'm just throwing it."
Well,
running
and
game.
I still ain't picking them this week.
So I got the Jags. I'm just giving them some credit though I'm just giving them some credit for how they look. Because like I say, if you listen to a Steelers fan, you would think they 0-6.
Yeah, facts.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit, Sharif.
Who you got, AJ?
I got the Jags.
I got the Jags, and Andre Cisco gonna be the defensive player of the week if he healthy.
All right.
God damn it. Fuck out of here.
We try to be objective.
we got the Falcons against the Tennessee Rosses.
Man, listen, man.
Where is that game on my little?
Early on.
All right, I got the Falcons in that one.
Yeah. I had the Falcons too. Because I think you sent the message already.
Yeah, facts. Yep, you sent the message, bro.
Look. Depends on who else gets traded in the next couple of days, but I have faith in the boy coming out of CT in the second half. You got faith in that boy Leak.
Yes, sir.
So here's my thing: you have two quarterbacks playing. You already have a plan in place to start one in the first half and another in the second half. That means y'all losing. Because to me it would have been like, okay, this game we're gonna give Will Levis a shot. If you already say, hey, we go in the second half, we moving on. What? No, hey, y'all ain't got no faith y'all about to win this game.
Yep. Next game.
And on top of that, Atlanta defense been playing.
They have been pretty solid.
So
going Eagles next game.
You don't want to talk about it?
I mean, I said my piece.
I'm not messing with you. We went straight to the Eagles. I got the Eagles as well.
Eagles. We can. Sorry, I don't want to rub it in, Cannon. We can move. Pause.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Man.
Ain't no rubbing it in. I don't get touchy and Philly about it like everybody else do.
God damn, come on now, guys.
Your follow-up was crazy.
Goodness gracious. I recognize the error of my ways. And Cannon just said, hey, man, it ain't no rubbing it in if we get touchy and Philly. Hey, whoa, brother.
Browns and Seahawks.
I'm going the Hawks, man.
Yeah, I'm going with the Seahawks as well.
Just because of the better quarterback.
I hope y'all are right.
This is my thing. Yes, they have the best defense in the league, but once again, they struggled against the Colts last week. Like he needed every ounce of Myles Garrett to show up, defensive player of the year type effort for them to win this game. Like he had to block a field goal. Like,
facts.
Feel what I'm saying? Like,
I'm saying.
so and like PJ Walker,
New Jack.
PJ Walker, the lovable story of PJ Walker, Cinderella slipper about to come off on this one. I got to see how.
All right. Yeah. Baltimore Ravens, Arizona Cardinals.
Ravens. Too easy.
Yeah. The way they've been playing.
Yeah. Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah. Chiefs. Come on now.
Cincinnati Bengals, San Francisco 49ers.
Don't fight me, AJ, but I got the 49ers. in a bounce back game.
Even with Sam Darnold at quarterback.
Brock, they said Brock
And he
might be
he
good
might
though.
play.
They said he
But
might be good.
if Sam start, I'll switch to Cincinnati before the game start. And I'm even switching on my pick'em. So, but if Brock, as of right now, Brock Purdy play, I'm going San Fran.
AJ? Oh, you want me to go AJ because it's Yanni.
No, he's basically saying, pointing to that Chris Henry jersey, saying that you know what it is. Come on now.
I don't see them losing 3 games in a row. So, unfortunately, AJ got to go with 49ers.
Thank you.
But, you know.
Last time y'all did that, we won. So, thank you.
Yeah. That's
what we got to do.
I ain't rooting down on you. I just gotta make.
I'm just saying,
make them.
like 3 games in a row is just wow. Like they're gonna have to buckle down and figure something
but it's
out.
Possible.
Oh,
this definitely. I didn't.
I mean, Bengals coming off a bye week, so I mean they've been seeing what these past 2 teams.
And I just didn't pick San Fran like, oh, this is a lot. This was not a lot for me. So
they have the Bengals have the personnel to do exactly what the Browns did, and what the Vikings did,
absolutely
to them. So if they've been watching film for the past 2 weeks, I'm only talking to Lou. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but they also could look at that game film of what Kirk Cousins did.
If he ain't watched film in the last 2 weeks, then he should be fired.
And Zach then look at the Monday night game and say, hey, we're doing exactly what the Vikings did to this defense. Then with everything AJ just said,
Zach riding on the high street. He coming in hot. You feel me?
What was they thinking about this Sunday night game?
What, the Bears Chargers?
Yeah.
I have no idea, bro. But that is what it is. No, yeah, I know what they was thinking. Y'all remember AJ and a lot of other people were sold that the Bears were gonna be good. And they could, you know what I mean?
Make sure you diss AJ when you said it. Like, I feel
they could be a little bit better now.
Bro, how they ended the season, I was like, okay, it's possible. This could be heading in the right direction.
Nah, I'm joking, bro.
And I was like, the NFC North can be had. And then they said, oh, Justin Fields, you are a pocket passer. Yeah, throw from the pocket.
Dame out there again.
He was a pocket passer when they played Washington. Boy, I tell you. What?
Dame out there getting 4-point plays, bro.
Oh, shit.
That boy love him, Milwaukee.
Go.
Yeah, I got the Chargers too.
Dang, Philly. Y'all getting spanked.
Yeah, you really want this to be. And what was they thinking on this one? To be the Monday night.
I mean, both of these teams supposed to be decent. Like,
no. The Lions. The
Lions supposed to be decent. Nobody ever said the Raiders supposed to be decent, bro.
I mean, your boy Devontae thought they was gonna be decent.
He drunk. He went to go play with his boy.
I'm definitely going to Lions on that one.
Yeah, they definitely got to bounce back. They got the perfect medicine right here to bounce back. They're gonna put them back on the map and be like, hey, yeah. The Lions are contenders again.
Yeah, I think this actually worked out for the Lions to get them a good bounce back game because nothing will change perception like a nationally televised game. So coming off that ass whooping against the Ravens, this is going to make everybody forget. This is their get back game right here. They're gonna do the same exact thing the Ravens did to the Raiders.
They had a terrible game plan.
Terrible. I don't know what they were thinking.
I know they was thinking.
What?
They said they was like Lamar beat us from the pocket. He said, "Okay,
all right." Y'all must have y'all over there listening to Bill Polian. I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
I just been taking what they've been giving me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're gonna give me the pocket, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. Then, like I say, and then when he run, when he don't want to, like it's worse.
It's worse. It's worse because it's that backyard. Lamar.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
I like those runs better than I don't like when they give him those design runs. Like, bro, stop giving him design runs, bro.
These are dangerous runs, but like when you put a defense to stop this run, and then he still get able to run, like they found their stride because they had a couple of weeks when this offense looked clunky. I know they probably lead the league in drops. Their wide receivers looking suspect, but this was definitely the blueprint of what they wanted to look like on offense.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, shouts out to them. This is a good one, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Episode 219. What we got on the game, AJ? What we betting?
Man,
you ain't gotta take it. It's okay. We ain't forced.
I'm about to say I'm not. Yeah, I didn't put no bets in. I said I was.
We got bet on this Laker Phoenix game that we made already.
Yeah.
We made a bet already.
Shots.
Yeah,
So next season
it's
on the pod, somebody doing shots.
Yeah, it's a shot.
Hopefully it ain't
more.
me.
It's 2 shots back to back.
All right, dub pay double.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I want to shout out to all the fours that showed up. Hopefully we see Ross next week. He keep telling us this is his last episode because we made him so mad. But shouts out to the fours. Y'all know y'all catch us on all major podcast platforms. 3Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3Man Weave _. You email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. I'm Hill. That's AJ. That's Cannon. And we out.
Yeah, and Ross, I got